With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. Robert Hyde, the immediate past pastor of Grace Baptist Church in the Louisiana State Penitentiary, is now a free man after being granted parole a few weeks ago. Hyde, who from 2019 until 2021 pastored what is believed to be the first fully recognized Southern Baptist church inside the walls of a prison, learned of his verdict by the parole board in late March. He was freed the following day. The first person he met when he stepped outside the front gate of Angola was Paul Will, a longtime mentor and also a former pastor of Grace Baptist who was granted parole in 2020. Hyde grew up in a home in Baton Rouge with an abusive stepfather. The domestic violence led to his mother's death from a gunshot wound. He then went to live with his grandfather, whose aloof attitude left Hyde with no parental leadership. This led to a life of drugs, alcohol, and the occult. Eventually, when Hyde was 28, a homicide occurred in 2001. He killed another man at a party. While in Richland Parish Detention Center in Rayville, Louisiana, the Holy Spirit brought him under conviction, and in his cell, Hyde turned to Christ. The U.S. Senate failed to pass a bill Wednesday to legalize abortion. The bill would have codified the right to abortion into federal law and guaranteed the right of healthcare providers to perform abortion services. Leaked documents from the Supreme Court indicate the High Court is set to overturn Roe v. Wade this summer, leaving the battle over abortion to be fought state by state.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/goodnews.
In a first-person piece on Baptist Press, David Jeremiah encourages Christians to walk on the disciples' path with Jesus. One of the ways he says they can do that is by walking in love. Turn on any form of media today and you'll find people labeling each other with pejorative terms, political epithets, and personal insults. Social media actually emboldens individuals to criticize and characterize others without regard for truth in their analysis, says Jeremiah. Instead, he says Christians should be patient with one another, be kind to one another, avoid envy, don't brag, and resist being prideful. You can read the full piece by David Jeremiah at our website. That's where you'll also find more encouraging stories. Visit us at baptistpress.com. Thanks for listening to Good News for Today.